Hello. Um, yeah, a day in the life of me. Me for real. Yeah, I don't really have anything important to say. I don't really have anything crazy to say. I just wanted to post this video because, that's if I do post this video. But, I got time, all the time in the world, technically. Uh, but yeah, I just wanted to talk just to talk for the sake of talking. Because the difference between me and other YouTubers who do the kind of thing that I'm doing is at least I emit that, I'm probably making slop content right now, well, yeah, I basically am, where I'm being really lazy with it, but to be fair, editing takes a long time. Even those ones where it's basically just what I'm doing right now and then recording another video and then doing that somewhere else, but then putting it in one system so that way it's all just one video, with cutaways, I guess, to the next part of the video. But me, I like to have my personal way is just to get my phone, uh, my device, my regular device, and then just think about a topic I want to talk about, or um, get into something I enjoy, usually, and then right before when I do that, I start recording. And I do it all in one take, so that way I don't have to put it all in one effort to cut it off, so that way at least it would seem like it was live in the moment, Like it's not like I pre-plan my things, cuz unless I plan to completely editize that video, I am not pre-planning, I am not rehearsing that video. Like, this is not rehearsed. I am saying it as I speak, literally. Like, I am speaking my thoughts, you know? Like, you can't exactly hide that kind of. I mean, acting, you can if you're really good at it, you can hide it sounding like actual thought or not. But actually speaking from there, like it's pretty quickly if you know how to speak the language it's coming from, Like, I'm speaking English. Well, at least for my time, a very uh, modern version of it. At least, like I said, of the time of recording. Because for all I know, in the future, it might be a very outdated and old way of speaking. Or, in the future, everybody speaks like this, everybody goes that way, or for all I know, I could be speaking in a language that nobody has been being able to speak in in numbers of years I can't imagine, you know? Like, that's just how it is. Anyway, it's what are you gonna do, It's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I don't know why I did that. I don't know. Like, I'm one of those guys that likes to talk a lot, but doesn't really like to socialize. Like, I'm one of those guys who says a lot of things, knows a lot of things, basically gets into those topics where you don't really think about them. Say, for example, language or science. Basically, just those topics that are like a side dish of pop culture or are not the main focus exactly of what most dominant audiences would assume, Or getting into counterculture topics or whatever they call it nowadays. I'm not sure. Speaking of nowadays, we have a whole thing going on with words. I mean, I know every era has their own. I gotta turn on the light here. Every era has their own thing for words or whatever. Like, right now at my time zone in this recording, it's stuff like skippity sigma, cringe, because that definitely wasn't a different word with a different meaning 20 years ago. Like, literally, I look at movies that use the word cringe, but when I think of the word cringe, I don't think of, like, because in modern day, since the word embarrassing doesn't mean embarrassing to some people anymore, like, it means something else entirely, like, it doesn't mean what it's supposed to mean, they replaced it and used it with a different word because they didn't know how else to describe it, and that word just so happened to be the word cringe, or boring, I guess. I don't know. Some people will use this word to describe something that's boring. Like, that's not what embarrassing means. To me, embarrassment means, like, something you do that makes you, like, feel guilty in a way where it's like, or somebody else that feels you feel guilty in a way where it's like, you shouldn't be doing that, or I feel like I shouldn't have done that, or it's like, just in a way where not necessarily sometimes that you shouldn't have done that, it's just like you feel like you shouldn't have, like, even if it's socially acceptable and it's something you're meant to do, like, it just gives off a certain vibe sometimes, or something doesn't hit right. Say a crappy song that has a good message, but, like, is intended to have a good message, but it just sounds really crappy. Like, it's that kind of situation. I don't know. I'm just talking, or yapping, as they call it, in my era, or whatever. But, yeah. What was that? Okay, don't mind me. I just, for a second there, I thought somebody was parking up in my driveway. Yes, I have a driveway, and I live in a house, which I pay bills and taxes for, but that's not the point of this video. Whatever. It's sorry about that. I was just in my head with that thing going on there. But yeah, there's not much going on over here, but when it comes to talking about, like, my life, like, I'm basically one of those former celebrities, if that's a thing anymore. But basically, like, I was famous at some point, and now I'm not, but I've been not famous for so long that it's starting to go back, and now my only way of ever getting to that back of fame is the internet. So it's like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, all I did was just, like, I was in a couple of movies, I made a couple of albums. Some of those are, like, considered one-hit wonders to people, I went under a whole bunch of different names. I have a lot of stuff, but, I try to, like, when it comes to stuff like this, stuff on the internet or whatever, I try to make it about my career, or my former career, or this content, but I never try to make it about my personal life, because my personal life, who cares about that, man? Like, that's none of your business. Like, you don't have to worry about my personal life. You don't have to worry about any, like, allegations or something. And if it does come out, most likely you're probably not gonna care, because people talk about allegations and whatever all the time. But, like, I'm just saying, I'm not the kind of guy to talk about my personal life. But I do tend to make fun of, like, other celebrities who who like make their whole life, like their whole fame life around their personal lives and make their personal lives their fame life. I don't do that because honestly, if you think of me, you're probably gonna think of the stuff I've probably done in the past, whenever your now is, and then whatever I'll do in the future potentially. Again, I don't know. But yeah, there's not a lot of things about me, but you know, the only thing you need to know is, well, I had a former career. Now I'm online, so I'm just gonna use that online. But I'm not like I'm a micro celebrity when I started using the internet consistently, like by that time. And then I started kind of not existing because I just basically became a regular industry worker, So, yeah, but nothing much out of that, Like I have my own family, I have my own friends, I don't got a lot of friends. I mean, I do got family, but like they're not important to the job. But I mean, they are important to me. Obviously, I just mean like they're separate. I don't know why I'm yapping about this for too long. I whatever. Anyway, I got this. Oh, and throughout this whole video, you might have noticed something. I'm way too freaking honest. Literally, I don't know what it is about me. I don't know how I got it. I don't know if I have some sort of mental disorder. I don't know if it's autism. Well, I doubt it's autism, but like, bro, I just am very, very honest. Like, I'm one of those guys where if I give my opinion on something and I want to give my opinion on it, and you want my honest opinion, you're gonna get my biggest, most honest opinion in that moment. Okay? It's like, you're gonna get my actual straight up belief in that moment, Like, even if I say I'm wrong or I'm right later on of whatever it is, you're just gonna get my most honest reaction right there and then. I'm telling you, okay? And I don't even remember why I'm holding this. But yeah. I do have a sort of physical disability, which is Dandy Walker syndrome, but I have the small case of it. But all that basically just means is I had a harder time walking when I was a baby, but now I'm basically just a normal guy who's, like I said, way too honest, likes to talk, but doesn't like to be super social. It's not to say that I hate people or I never want to exist around these people. These disgusting people, I swear. Kind of action. But, it just is what it is. And, I don't like, it's just, I don't like being around those people who, like, make their whole personality about being around people who are like, oh my god, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta do that, you gotta go around, you gotta make babies or something all the time. Like, no. Like, if I want to make babies, I'll make babies. But if not, then no. So, it's whatever, man. Anyway, I'm just gonna end this video here, because whatever. Anyway, see you later. Bye.